General Hospital's Nancy Lee Grahn weighs in on Kelly Monaco's salutation, how television mama felt about Sam's farewell scenes. Is Michael's forgiveness real or a setup for Willow's downfall? Friday's explosive cliffhanger, Lulu Spencer wakes up. Greetings to all General Hospital fans. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates. General Hospital spoilers reveal that Sam McCall's grim fate is formerly hitting her loved bones awfully hard. Alexis Davis is clearly having a tough time recycling the news that her son is gone ever. On social media, numerous General Hospital observers have been speaking out about Sam's exit, both to state their continued outrage and to praise the performances on screen. Nancy Lee Grahn earned her fair share of accolades for her devastating scenes in the October 31 occasion, which is when Alexis said about Sam didn't survive. Alexis went from denial to anguish to fury and everything in between. It felt like a veritably realistic depiction of grief in that moment, perhaps indeed a little too realistic for observers who have dealt with analogous situations. Grahn interacted with some floundering suckers on X, formerly known as Twitter, and offered her sympathy since they couldn't watch commodity that hit too close to home. Indeed, for those who haven't lost a child or another loved one in such an unforeseen, heartbreaking way, it was delicate to watch Alexis come to grips with this crushing reality. Alexis was adamant about Sam being too cold and got a redundant mask from Portia Robinson before climbing into bed with her. We saw Alexis cleave to false stopgap until all her feelings eventually came pouring out. Nancy Lee Grahn opened up about Kelly Monaco's final shows in a Homage X post and showed her television son some love on her way out. Let's look at what Grahn had to say about Sam's sad salutation. As hard as it may be for #Jew observers to watch moments occurrences and the occurrences to follow, it was inversely as hard for me and my casemates to play. Playing Kelly Monaco's mama has been royal and the love is real, Grahn said before adding a heart emoji. Now that Alexis and Jason Morgan have said their on-screen farewells, it'll pave the way for Dante Falconeri and others to say their own painful farewells. Our prognostications point to Sam's fatal outgrowth shaking up the oil in a big way, so we'll bring you updates on the impact this will have on Port Charles. General Hospital spoilers: is Michael's forgiveness real or a setup for Willow's downfall? General Hospital spoilers reveal that suckers have questions now that Michael Corinthos and Willow Corinthos have apparently kissed and made up. Michael's response to Willow's rearmost taradiddle left plenitude of observers scratching their heads, so talk about how it all went down. In the October 31 occasion, Michael agreed with Sasha Gilmore Corbin about no bone ever having to know about their association. Sasha and Michael buried that secret just before Michael went home to test Willow on one of her own. Since Michael knew there was an alternate kiss, he gave Willow occasion to tell him the rest of the story. Willow obviously didn't take it despite Michael's repeated mentions of that one kiss throughout their discussion. Still, would Michael also have confessed to hitting the waists with Sasha? We may know the answer to that since Willow kept quiet and Michael did the same. If Willow had confessed the alternate smooch, Michael acted like he was willing to forgive Willow for her conduct and put all this behind them. So they eventually slept together and putatively sealed the deal on moving forward. It's possible that Michael just considers them indeed now. We'd argue that 2 kisses aren't as bad as 1 full-bloated bedroom rollick, but we're going by Michael's calculation then. Of course, that's not indeed counting the fact that Michael intimately helped Sonny Corinthos cover up what he did to Agent John Jagger Dainties. Michael is just as important of a secret keeper as Willow is, though he may actually be worse if we're being honest. That said, perhaps Michael was sincere about wiping the slate clean and just living with the remaining deception between them. Still, Michael's response felt a bit odd under the circumstances. Willow easily failed Michael's test by refusing to discover the alternate lip cinch, and the wrathfulness on his face was hard to miss. Wasn't it weird that Michael's response was to incontinently strip down for passion? Is Michael really just going to move on like nothing happened? Although it's possible Michael thinks he formerly got Indeed through that Sasha association, it's also possible his minatory side is showing. On social media, some GH suckers are assuming that Michael might be setting Willow up for a downfall. In other words, perhaps Michael is making Willow suppose they're going to live happily ever later and plans to rip the hairpiece out from under her laterally. Michael could clearly get vengeance with the association news and advertise he wants a divorce nearly down the line. That would mean throwing Sasha under the machine too, but Michael may not watch in the end. General Hospital spoilers Friday's explosive cliffhanger, Lulu Spencer wakes up. General Hospital spoilers note that it's been an emotional week in the land of Port Charles. Sam McCall surprisingly passed away during the Wednesday, October 30 occasion of the cleaner. One moment she was laughing with her mama, Alexis Davis, happily publicizing to her that she had gotten engaged to Dante Falconeri, and the coming she was gone. The Thursday, October 31 occasion was violent to say the least, when Alexis, who was in complete denial about her son's end at first, had to say farewell to her eldest child. There were also some gladdening scenes and a videotape montage of Sam's love story as Jason Morgan shot farewell to one of the topmost loves of his life. Sorely, Thursday's show ended with Alexis wanting answers for Sam's end from Sanitarium Chief of Staff Portia Robinson, as Dante and Rocco Falconeri walked off the sanitarium elevator. Unfortunately, Dante and his son learned about Sam's end in the worst possible way. News will spread about Sam's end during the Friday, November 1 show, and the entire city will be fully caught off guard by what occurred. After all, no bone was exorbitantly concerned about Sam's prognostic after the surgery. As Alexis refocused out, Sam cleared all the sanitarium's tests and was a healthy patron. Everyone was more concerned about Lulu Spencer pulling through. Dante and Rocco will feel terribly shamefaced over what's happened to Sam indeed, though it's not their fault. Still, during the GH exercise for Friday's occasion, a clip is shown of Laura Collins walking into the sanitarium with a concerned look on her face as she asks, "Is it Lulu?" Someone might be talking about a patient death, and Laura may assume it's about her son. Still, as General Hospital loves nothing further than a Greek tragedy plot, so could Lulu wake up at the close of Friday's show? Sam passing down, only for Lulu to miraculously wake up from her coma right after the fact would produce a riffle of messy feelings for Dante, Rocco, as well as Laura. There would be mixed feelings from other crucial players in Port Charles too, like Alexis and Sam's kiddies, Scout Quartermain, and Danny Morgan. General Hospital spoilers allude at a bumpy lift of ups in Campo, as the residents of the little city mourn the loss of a loved one, but also celebrate the awakening of a cherished mama, son, family, and friend they've missed dearly. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.